Have you ever wondered how Japan transformed from a collection of warring states to one of the most powerful nations in the world? This journey of transformation is deeply intertwined with the rise and reign of the Shogunate, a unique institution that left an indelible mark on Japan's cultural, political and societal landscape. The Shogunate, a military dictatorship, began its journey in the 12th century, a period marked by unrest and strife. The first shogunate, known as the Kamakura Shogunate, rose from the ashes of this turmoil in 1192 under the leadership of the Minamoto clan. This marked the onset of a new epoch in Japan's history, setting the stage for centuries of shogunal rule. This system of governance and its influence stretched across centuries, shaping the destiny of a nation, its people and its culture. To truly grasp the importance of the shogunate, we need to delve deeper into the annals of Japanese history. In the heart of the shogunate stood the samurai, the epitome of honor and martial prowess. These weren't just warriors or soldiers, they were a class of their own, bound by a unique code of conduct known as Bushido. Bushido, often translated as the way of the warrior, was a moral compass that guided the samurai. It was not a written law, but rather an unwritten code that demanded loyalty, frugality, martial arts mastery, and honor unto death. The samurai were the sword and shield of the shogunate. Their role was to maintain order and enforce the shogun's rule. They were the guardians of the realm, a bulwark against chaos and disorder. As the samurai class evolved, so too did their duties and responsibilities. They were not just warriors, but also administrators and bureaucrats, playing an integral role in the governance of their respective domains. Bushido was their guiding light, a beacon that directed their actions and decisions. Loyalty to their lord was paramount, often superseding even familial ties. This loyalty was absolute, with the samurai expected to lay down their lives at their lord's command. The concept of seppuku, or ritual suicide, was a testament to this unwavering loyalty, demonstrating the lengths a samurai would go to preserve their honor and fulfill their duty. But Bushido was not just about loyalty and martial prowess. It also emphasized virtues such as righteousness, benevolence, respect, sincerity, honor, and self-control. The samurai were expected to be as adept with the pen as they were with the sword, embodying a balance of physical prowess and intellectual acumen. They were warriors, yes, but also scholars, poets, and philosophers, contributing to the cultural and intellectual landscape of their time. The samurai, with their unwavering loyalty, served as pillars of the shogunate's power. They were the embodiment of Bushido, a testament to the enduring spirit of honor, duty, and self-sacrifice. In the grand tapestry of Japanese history, the samurai and their code of Bushido remain an indelible thread, a symbol of a bygone era that continues to echo in the hearts and minds of the Japanese people. Under the shogunate, Japan adopted a strict feudal hierarchy, with the shogun at the zenith of power. At the pinnacle of this hierarchy, the shogun held the reins of the nation. His word was law, his authority absolute. Below him, the daimyo, feudal lords, governed their respective territories. They were the pillars of the shogunate, each commanding their own domain and vassals and providing military support to the shogun. These feudal lords were not just military leaders but also administrators, responsible for the economic prosperity of their lands. They collected taxes, maintained peace and order, and enforced the laws of the shogunate. Further down the hierarchy, the samurai served as the military arm of the daimyo, maintaining the balance of power within the domains. But power was not static within the shogunate. The centers of authority shifted, reflecting the ebb and flow of the shogunate's strength. The Kamakura period, for instance, was characterized by the rise of the Minamoto clan and the establishment of the Kamakura Shogunate. The capital, Kamakura, became the heart of the nation, where politics, culture, and military might converge. Later, the Ashikaga Shogunate moved the capital to Kyoto, marking a new era of power and influence. The Muromachi period, as it was known, was a time of cultural blossoming, with the arts and literature thriving under Ashikaga patronage. Finally, the Tokugawa Shogunate shifted the capital to Edo, now known as Tokyo. This period, known as the Edo period, was a time of peace and stability, with the shogunate exerting central control over the daimyo and consolidating its power. Throughout these shifts, the shogunate remained a constant force, shaping Japan's history and culture. It was a period of both tumult and transformation, where the tides of power ebbed and flowed, but always under the watchful gaze of the shogun. The shogunate's power dynamics were as complex as they were intriguing. The Edo period under the Tokugawa shogunate was a golden era of peace, prosperity, and cultural blossoming. Stretching from the early 17th to the mid-19th century, this epoch saw Japan transform from a war-torn nation into a stable and thriving society. Economic growth was a key feature of the Edo period. The capital, Edo, now known as Tokyo, burgeoned into the world's largest city, pulsing with commerce and industry. Trade flourished not only within Japan, but also with foreign lands, albeit limited. Merchant class or chonin thrived in this landscape, amassing wealth and challenging the traditional samurai dominance. But the Edo period was not just about economic success. It was also a time of immense cultural flourishing. The arts thrived during this period. Kabuki, the popular theatre form, and ukiyo-e, the art of woodblock prints, saw their heyday. Literature, too, witnessed a renaissance with the advent of haiku, the 17-syllable poetry form gaining widespread acclaim. The Edo period also saw the rise of a vibrant popular culture. With the emergence of a prosperous merchant class, there was a shift in societal values. The chonin, despite being low in the social hierarchy, began to shape the cultural trends. Their prosperity enabled them to patronize the arts and influence the society. The Edo period also witnessed a proliferation of schools and learning institutions, reflecting a society that valued education and intellectual pursuits. The samurai class, despite their martial origins, embraced the Confucian concept of the scholar-warrior, further promoting a culture of learning. In retrospect, the Edo period was a time of significant transformation for Japan. It was an era where the country enjoyed peace, prosperity, and cultural richness under the Tokugawa shogunate's rule. It was a period that saw the rise of a prosperous merchant class, the flourishing of the arts, and a shift in societal values. The Edo period, a testament to the shogunate's influence, was an epoch of remarkable transformation. The shogunate's influence persists, despite its fall in the late 19th century. Its legacy echoes in the martial traditions, infrastructure, and cultural heritage of Japan. The samurai, emblematic warriors of the shogunate era, practiced diverse martial arts like kenjutsu, kyudo, judo, which are still revered today. The shogunate's impact also visible in Japan's robust infrastructure, with grand castles and sturdy bridges as symbols of their architectural prowess. The shogunate's rule also saw a cultural blossoming. No theatre, tea ceremonies, and Zen Buddhism thrived, deeply embedding themselves in Japan's identity. The societal structures they implemented, promoting respect, discipline, and harmony, continue to shape Japan's ethos. Therefore, even after its fall, the shogunate's legacy is interwoven with Japan's identity, influencing every aspect of life. Building on the legacy of the shogunate, we now turn to the present day, where the echoes of the past still resonate. Even in the hustle and bustle of ultra-modern cities like Tokyo and Osaka, the shogunate's influence is not hard to find. The martial arts practiced by the samurai have evolved and are now part of the global sports scene. Castles and bridges from the shogunate era, while now serving as historical landmarks, still stand strong, a testament to the architectural expertise of the era. Cultural practices such as the tea ceremony and no theatre are not just preserved but also celebrated both domestically and internationally. Zen Buddhism, with its focus on meditation and mindfulness, has found followers across the globe. The values of respect, discipline and harmony, so integral to the societal structures of the shogunate, are deeply embedded in the Japanese work ethic and interpersonal relationships. As we see, the shogunate's legacy is not confined to history books but is a living, breathing part of modern Japan, influencing its people and culture even today.